Something's wrong here. So this little rifle here's got the infamous, what they call the infamous trigger slap. You know, when you put the, sorry about the hand holding and whatnot, but you put the damn thing together, the trigger itself, actually on recoil, tends to hit this. Let me see if I can't get a good picture. I don't know, can you see? I don't. Anyways, it hits the disconnector deal and actually pushes the trigger forward violently enough to sting your finger. I wish I had a. This is your disconnector. This little tab on the back side of the disconnector is what contacts the trigger. I'll fish it out of there. So this little, let me set that in there. This little tab right here has been contacting the bottom of the trigger. You can see where it's been contacting the bottom of the trigger, and when it hits that, this pin going through here, it basically teeter-totters, right? So on recoil, it hits the back of that deal and pushes this trigger forward, in effect slapping your finger. You know, it's 20 or 30 rounds and you're tired of shooting the damn thing. It's ridiculous. So I saw on the internet guys take and remove this little bit of metal here that is contacting that spot right here. You can see that it's been happening for a while. Anyways, that's the job today. There was some folks on there on the internet that said that, you know, the springs in these things are such a pain in the ass to deal with, but this little shepherd's crook spring right here, if you just lift that thing up, lift this spring up, it allows you to actually come on the backside and pop that pin off the, you know, pop the access pin that way with this spring lifted up. You don't have to remove this spring at all. It's just, you lift it up out of the way and you can pull the pin out. And of course, you know, your hammer springs, you wrap your hammer springs around the hammer and that keeps them out of the way. So anyways, we're gonna remove this material here. Not trying to affect that spring hole. So we'll just remove that material, put it all back together, and that should solve the problem of trigger slap in this AK-47. I forgot to mention, this is a Romanian, made in Romania, Romarm, something, made Chadron, Ohio, OOW, something or other. I bought this thing a long time ago and it's been pretty damn reliable, so. But we're finally fixing the trigger thing. And here it is without the little stub sticking off. You can see this one here has got a different style of, I don't know, elbow. But we'll put this one back in the rifle and hopefully everything will be good to go. We'll test it out and see if it shoots right. So, alright, hopefully you can see this. So, here's the little, whatever you call it, the offending part. Here's the trigger. There's a little hole right down in there for this spring to go. Set the deal in the deal, and then you can set the spring or set the hammer, not hammer, what am I talking about? That in there, set this in here, make sure you're in the stupid little hole. Probably can't see because my damn hands are in the way. Cool. Here's your access pin. A little groove deal. Now we'll just lift up that shepherd's hook spring deal. Shit. Alright, I'm gonna lift this thing up. There's that. It's sitting in there on top. Everything fell apart, so I gotta fish this shit back out. Set the spring, the hammer, trigger goes in there. I guess one little thing that can help out. Put some grease on the spring. That'll keep it stuck in the little hole there. Ouch! All right. Okay, we get the pin started into all the little bits and pieces. Cool. See how the pin is already nearly to the other side of the receiver. So all we got to do is jam that pin through this hole while lifting the shepherd's spring. It can be kind of a, oh shit. Push on the trigger a little bit. There it is. Let's get this hammer spring back out of the way. Son of a bitch. Okay, so now the shepherd's crook needs to be pulled back into the slot on the access pin. And there it is. All done. This connector still works. Let's hook our asshole hammer springs. Boom. Nice. See that? That was easy. All told, this is probably 5 minutes, maybe 8 minutes.